Week 39, Day 4, Morning Nourishment, Revelation 2:1. These things says he who holds the 7 stars in his right hand, he who walks in the midst of the 7 golden lampstands. Revelation 2:7. He who has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches. To him who overcomes, to him I will give to eat of the tree of life, which is in the paradise of God. Christ, as the high priest, takes care of the churches as the lampstands in his divinity, with his divine love, signified by the golden girdle on his breasts to nourish the churches. Christ is not only human, but also divine. He is the Son of Man, wearing a golden girdle, signifying his divinity as his divine energy. His divinity as the divine energy nourishes the churches in many ways. On the one hand, he trims the wicks of the church lamps, cutting away all the wrongdoings, shortages, failures, and defects mentioned in the 7 epistles to the 7 churches. Christ does the best trimming work in his humanity to cherish the churches. On the other hand, in each of these 7 epistles, we see Christ's nourishing. Today's reading. We may say that Revelation 2:7 is a prophecy referring to the kingdom age, in which the overcomers will enjoy Christ as the tree of life in God's paradise. But if we do not enjoy Christ as the tree of life in the church life today, surely we will not participate in the tree of life in the kingdom age. If I do not eat Christ here today, I will not eat him in the kingdom age. In the 7th epistle, the Lord counsels the church in Laodicea to buy gold, white garments, and eye salve to be saved from their degradation in lukewarmness. He promises to dine with the ones who would open the door to him. We can see that this is the nourishing of Christ in his divinity exercised by and with his love. His nourishing the churches in his divinity is so that the churches may grow and mature in his divine life and become the overcomers in his 7-fold intensification. Our Christ today is our high priest. In his humanity, he is easily touched with the feeling of our weaknesses. He sympathizes with our weakness because he was tempted in all respects like us. He is cherishing us in his humanity. Meanwhile, he is nourishing us in his divinity with all the positive aspects of his person revealed in the 7 epistles to the 7 churches in Revelation 2 and 3. In his humanity, he is cherishing us to make us proper so that we may be happy, pleasant, and comfortable. In his divinity, he is nourishing us so that we may grow and mature in the divine life to be his overcomers to accomplish his eternal economy. Just as a child is cherished by the very presence of his mother, so we are cherished by the Lord's presence. The Lord's presence produces an atmosphere of tenderness and warmth to cherish our very being. No matter how enjoyable the fellowship may be in your home, the atmosphere there is not nearly as cherishing as the atmosphere in the church meetings. It is by the atmosphere produced by the Lord's brooding presence that the Lord cherishes the church. To be in this climate, this atmosphere, this environment gives us rest, comfort, healing, cleansing, and encouragement. For this reason, I do not want to miss even one meeting of the church. Nourishing and cherishing go together. Through the nourishing, we enjoy the supply of life inwardly, And through the cherishing, we experience the soothing, comforting atmosphere outwardly. Whenever we are in an atmosphere of cherishing, we can absorb every word of the ministry. This indicates that under the cherishing we receive nourishing.